Hi, I'm Karl. I'm a horticulturalist with Ambius, coming to you today from the beautiful Laguna Beach nursery in Laguna Beach, California. Today I want to talk to you about problems with orchids and orchid care. Orchids require a few main things to keep them thriving. The first one is water. Orchids do not like a lot of water. Orchids thrive on less water than more water. An example of that would be if you have an overwatered orchid, you're going to get some wilty leaves, wilted blooms, and overall the orchid is not going to thrive. Don't let the leaves distract you from the bloom and what's happening with your orchid. An underwatered orchid would be an example like this, where all the leaves have come off, the stalk is turning brown, and basically you've got wilt blooms that have fallen off and leaves that have gone too dry. Orchids prefer to be in a relatively medium moisture state. Another important thing about orchids is orchids thrive off humidity. They're echinacea. Orchids usually grow in trees in the wild. So to bring humidity to your plant, especially if you live in a home that has a relative humidity that's say 30 degrees or 15 degrees like out in the ocean where you have air conditioning and heating, you want to bring moisture to your orchid. The best way to do that is place the orchid in a shallow dish with pebbles and water, so that the water will evaporate up, keeping the orchid nice and moist. Another solution would be misting the orchid. If you mist the orchid, make sure that you're misting with distilled water. And lastly, light and temperature. Orchids thrive on a temperature between 65 and 80 degrees. They prefer about a 10-degree shift between night and day, so if you have them in your home, make sure that they're in an easterly facing window where they're not getting direct sunlight and that they're getting an even temperature. If your orchids start to lose buds, as example here, you can see these buds are blasting off, as they call it. That means that the plant has probably been moved too many times to catch light. Orchids do move according to the light. So when you place your orchid in a location, make sure that it's always facing in the same direction, even after you've watered it and placed it back in its location. And hopefully that helps you a little bit with your orchid care.